Our leaders, so-called believers, blinding the masses, won't take heed to 18th chapter of Revelations.
So, brothers and sisters, we're not saying that you won't be terrified in your time of protection, because in the time of Noah's now protection, they was on ark being terrified. They were terrified about what was happening, and they being protected. They got an ark around them. The people outside the ark had to be devastated that they wasn't even on the boat to be terrified. They were devastated. They was trying to break in. Rain hitting them violently. The destruction that Noah was telling them about 120 years pre-time, before it came. Is your wickedness that you're doing that good to where you don't want to return to the Most High? You have a serious problem, and we praying for you, brothers and sisters, that you put down your wickedness and turn back to the Father. Go ahead.
And the lions roared, and the oxen lowed, and the wolves howled, and every living creature in the ark spoke and laminated in its own language, so that their voices reached to a great distance. And Noah and his sons cried and wept in their troubles. They were greatly afraid that they would reach the gates of death.
So they were scared. Noah now was very scared that they would reach the depths of death. So they do. Let's see what they did during this time.
And Noah prayed unto the Lord.
He did what?
He prayed unto the Lord.
Now mind you, the people that was outside of the ark was praying to God that they can get on. Noah said he ain't gonna hurt you. Let's see if Noah was heard by the Most High.
And he cried unto him on account of this. And he said, O Lord, help us, for we have no strength to bear this evil that has encompassed us. For the waves of the waters have surrounded us. Mischievous torrents have terrified us. The snares of death have come upon us. Answer us, O Lord, answer us. Light up thy countenance toward us, and be gracious to us. Redeem us and deliver us. And the Lord hearkened to the voice of Noah, and the Lord remembered him. And a wind passed over the earth, and the waters were still, and the ark rested.
So here it is. All this, the Most High praying, and they praying to the Most High and everything. What ended up happening? The storm was calm. The ark rested. The Most High answered Noah's prayers. Why? Because he was keeping the commandments. He had been righteous. He did what the Most High told him to do. So when he went to the Most High and prayed to him, the Most High did what he asked him to do. Because he prepared. Let's go to Genesis 12 and verse 1 in the King James Version Bible. Follow along with us, please.
Genesis 12, Genesis 12, verse 1. Now the Lord has said unto Abraham, Get thee out of the country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will shew thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curse thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. So Abraham departed, as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abraham was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran.
So here it is that Abraham was told to do something. Abraham did that. Abraham did what he was supposed to do. Let's read what he did. Go to verse 5.
And Abraham took Sarah his wife, Lot his brother's son, and all the substance that they had gathered, and all the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came.
So Abraham was told to leave from among his kindred and go to a land that the Most High told him to. All his substance, his wife, everything that they had gathered, the souls that they had saved out there, they brought all that with them. Noah didn't question the move. Noah didn't go in the scripture talking about, I don't see in her, when you in future prophecy, I don't see where you going to tell me to move. I didn't see this. That's false doctrine, Most High. I got to stay here. I got all these cattle and all these people following me. Stay here. Abraham left and did what he was supposed to do because it was thus said the Lord. Pay attention. Follow along with us. Let's go to Genesis 13 and verse 5.
Genesis 13 verse 5. And Lot also went with Abraham, had flocks and herds and tents.
This is what they had to bring. Flocks, herds, and tents. Lot brought all this. So they leaving with abundance of substance. Go ahead.
And was not able to bear them, that they might dwell together, for their substance was great, so that they could not dwell together. And there was strife between the herdmen, and there was strife between the herd of Abraham's cattle and the herdmen of Lot's cattle. And the Canaanite and the Perizzite dwelled then in the land. So it was a strife between Abraham's herds and between Lot's herdsmen because they had so much substance. What happened when it was strife in between the two? Did they go and battle it out? Did Abraham go and get scripture against Lot? Did Lot go and get scripture against Abraham? Let's see what they did. This is how you learn what to do when you have strife between you and another brother. Here's an example. Go ahead. And Abraham said unto Lot, let there be no strife, I pray thee, between me and thee, and between my herdmen and thy herdmen, for we be brethren. Is not the whole land before thee? Separate thyself, I pray thee, from me. If thou wilt take the left hand, then I will go to the right. Or if thou to the right hand, then I will go to the left.
So here it is, Abraham saying, let it be no strife between us. We got this much land out here. If you have a problem with going here, go to the right. I'll take the left. If you don't want the left, I'll take the left and you get the right. You see how they put their differences aside? They didn't want strife in between the two. Brothers want strife. Brothers want to see who the best in swinging the sword. Who been in the scripture long? It's crazy, man. Let's go to 18.
Verse 18.
Chapter 18 in Genesis. And we're going to start at verse 20.
Chapter 18, verse 20.
Chapter 18, verse 20. Anyone that say Tuesday study.
Genesis chapter 18, verse 20. And the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous, I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry which is come of me, and if not, I will know. And the men turned their faces from thence and went towards Sodom. But Abraham stood yet before the Lord. And Abraham drew near and said, wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked?
Abraham asked the same question that's going out today in the land. Is the righteous going to be destroyed with the wicked? Is righteous brothers? Is brothers being righteous? The Most High going to kill us? The Most High going to destroy us? What happened? What was the next part that was stated? Because we're going to let the scripture.
Peradventure there be 50 righteous within the city. Wilt thou also destroy?
Pre-adventure that is 50 of them now. Would you destroy it?
And not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are therein, that be far from thee, to do this after this manner, to slay the righteous with them, and that the righteous should be as the wicked, that be far from thee, shall not the judge of all the earth do right? And the Lord said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes. And Abraham answered and said, behold, now I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord, which am but dust and ashes. Peradventure there shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Wilt thou also destroy the city?
So
for lack of 5?
So if it's 45, you're going to destroy the city 5? Read.
And he said, if I find there 40 and 5, I will not destroy it. And he spake unto him again and said, peradventure there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for 40's sake. And he said unto him, O let not the Lord, I will speak, peradventure there shall 30 be found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there. And he said, behold, I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord, peradventure there shall be 20 down there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 20's sake. And he said, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet once, but this once, peradventure 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 10's sake. And the Lord went his way. As soon as he had left, communing with Abraham, and Abraham returned unto his place.
So he got it all the way down to 10, and Most High left. Because he about to do something. He about to show him something. Let's go to chapter 19 and 2.
Chapter 19, verse 2. And he said, behold, now my Lord is turned in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and turned in unto him, and entered into his house, and he made them a feast, and did break unleavened bread, and they ate, and they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot, and said unto him, are the men that came with thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. The door unto them, and shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren.
What he call him?
Brethren, do not so wickedly.
This all we need to tell the people. Brethren, do not so wickedly. Whatever they doing, brother, don't be so wicked in what you doing. Brother, don't be so wicked in what you doing. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. But we have a problem. The people don't understand that this is what was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. They don't read the scripture. They follow their leader. The scripture is telling you what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. It was Antichrist spirit during that time in Sodom and Gomorrah. Go to verse 13.
For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord. And the Lord has sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, up, get you out, the Lord will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law.
So when Lot was telling him, look, the Most High gonna see, his son-in-law now was looking like, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. If Sodom and Gomorrah get destroyed, the whole world gonna be destroyed. Because if it take us, man, He hiding the whole world.
They know we approaching Jacob's trouble. In the midst of survival, won't even correctly teach you the scripture from the Bible.